everybody, welcome back to FM24 with the Youth Academy Challenge with Folkestone Invicta. And, well, it's 10 games into the season in League 2 and we're not in the bottom half of the table. Let's go and have a look. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to The Save. And for those people that have not seen this before, this is my stand-up desk. So you can see a few more shirts up there, a little bit more of a weird angle because for some reason the monitor sort of moves. Let me try and fix that a little bit whenever the desk goes up and down. And my golf clubs are back from being cleaned. So after my tournament in Thailand, I've got another game on Friday, which will be good fun. Into the game. We are 12th, mid-table. So we're not in the bottom half and we're not quite in the top half. I guess you would say top half, right? Because there's 24 teams. So, actually, in fact, no, 11th would be top half, wouldn't it? We are in the bottom half. We're mid-table. 10 games played, 3 wins, 5 draws, 2 losses, a goal difference of +2 and 14 points. A more friendly way of phrasing it is 3 points off the playoffs. I mean, in theory, in realistic terms, we're pretty bad in this division, but we are playing. We are picking up draws, which is good. We're not losing all the games. We're picking up a lot of draws. We've definitely gone back to the 4-2-2-2 system because we're so much worse than everybody else. The 4-2-2-2 is just a bit more defensive, counter-attacking, and better. But loads of injuries. Skiorton's out with a gashed upper leg. Peter Dean's out with a bruised foot. Keenan Omarovic out with a torn hamstring. And Beckham Wooden is still out with a broken finger. So, yeah, pretty tough. But everybody's happy. The board are very happy with us. The fans are very happy with us. The only person who's not very happy is Lexi. That's because I promised to play him as a pressing forward, and I'm not really doing that. Although we have sort of adapted the tactic to include a pressing forward, and then we just change it like at half time unless it's working, and then we keep it as it is. But yeah, we're doing very, very well, to be honest. Looking at the schedule, you can come through here and see we had that 1-0 win against Solihull Moors in the first game of the season, the 4-2-3-1 being used. After that, we played in the Carabao Cup, 0-0 draw with Millwall. We played a 4-2-3-1 there as well. Got absolutely battered in terms of chances and things like that. Got them all the way to a penalty shootout. Missed our first 2 penalties, and you knew the writing was on the wall, so not too bad. Newport County, we played a 4-2-3-1 there as well, but changed up to a 4-2-4 with 35 minutes to go, and got an equaliser in the 91st minute for a Harold Zimmer penalty, which was very nice. Played Morecambe, stuck with the 4-2-3-1, but again, changed it. We were mixing it all around, trying to do different things in that one. Didn't really work. Lost 3-2, very disappointing. They went 1-0 up, we equalised. They went 2-1 up. 3-1 up, we got another goal through Elliot Moore from a corner, but couldn't get an equaliser. And then we went back to the 4-2-4 to take on a very strong Walsall team. And the 4-2-4 came in handy. Again, 4 different variations of it that we went through. But yeah, 2 draws, very good. And we went 2-0 up. And in the 82nd, 83rd minute is when they scored to get the equaliser. So we should have had 3 points from that one. But we did beat Fleetwood 2-0. Very good performance there. The 4-2-4 all the way through the game for 96 minutes, and goals from Luke Johnson and Adam Beredetsky got us a good win. Tranmere just overpowered us, just far too good. 2 goals for them, none for us. Solihull Moors got their revenge in a competition that I couldn't give 2 flying Fs about. The AFL Trophy Southern Section Group F, of which we're already out of because we lost to Solihull Moors and lost to Charlton, so we're not worried about that. But we did beat Stevenage 3-2. We played a flat 4-4-2, changed it up to a 4-2-4, and got 3 goals in the second half. 52nd minute through Ollie Lewis, 74th minute through Lexi, and Mark Skinner scored on his debut with an absolute belter in the 97th minute, which was good. A 0-0 draw with Crewe, which I think is always good because they're a team that everybody knows. 2-2 draw with Doncaster as well. We actually went 1-0 up, 1-1, 2-1 up, 2-2. So just struggled to hold on to that one towards the end. Lost to Charlton. And I've just drawn 3-3 with Scarborough Athletic. Not too bad. Again, a last-minute equaliser. 89th minute for them is what got them back into it. But today we're going to be playing Chester, because Chester are second bottom of the league. So hopefully we can pick up something against them and get another 3 points on the board. Yes, only Rotherham have been worse than them, and that's because they've conceded 3 more goals, or got a 3 worse goal difference. But yeah, so it's quite a spattering of sort of results we've got against other teams. If you think like we've beaten Fleetwood, who are next to us, we've drawn with Scarborough Athletic, we've lost to Tranmere, drawn with Newport, lost to Newport in the last minute, drew with Crewe. So we're sort of drawing with people around the sort of mid-table point after 10 games, beating people that are below us like Solihull Moors, Stevenage and people like that, but yeah, losing to the top team. So I'm hoping we get out of League 2 relatively quickly because 4 teams go up, but you just never know, do you? There's still no news on Onyema. My understanding is that he has not been loaned out. He's still at Bromley and is just sort of wasting away now in their under-21s, which is a shame. But he is still there. Has he played for their first team? Yeah, he has played 4 games for them, getting a 6.53. So the step up may be a little bit too big. We do need to remember to cash in the clause before everyone realises that he shouldn't be playing at that level, because the 50% of the next transfer fee, and we will sell that clause because he's the sort of player that they won't play him and then he'll just leave for free at the end of his contract and we miss out on that 50%. So we will keep an eye on that one as well. Finances wise, they're still dropping down, but first year as a professional club, not all the new sponsorship stuff has kicked in. We will get prize money at the end of I think we get prize money at the end of the season in the Football League. Sky Bet League 2, it's in rules, isn't it? I think it says rules. Okay, so maybe we don't, because maybe only the top 3 get prize money, but we are getting TV money, we are getting all that sort of stuff as well, so we'll see how that goes. We also had some questions about Chris Smith. We'll keep an eye on him, don't worry, because he was a good player. Obviously it was Dorking, I think, that picked him up. It must be that one. Nope. Was his name Chris Smith? Was it this player? Yes, just click on the one that says player, you idiot. Yes, he's gone to Dorking. Three appearances, 3 goals, and an average 6.9 or 7.15 for him in League 1. So he is loving life. He's joined them as a breakthrough prospect and is basically playing every game. He's going to be really, really good. They are playing him as a striker as well, so I'm sure they'll get some money for him. We'll get that filtered through because he came through our youth academy, right? So we'll get the sort of, I can't remember what the fees are called that drop down to all the clubs that did development, but anyway, we'll see how it goes. But all in all, a good start to the season. I probably couldn't have predicted it going this well. I thought we would have been fighting relegation a little bit more, but plenty of football to play. Injuries are mounting up a little bit, and we've had to have all the under-18s and stuff on as well, just to go through everybody to make sure we're picking sort of the best players or the ones that are probably going to have more time at the club, so we want to develop them a bit more. But yeah, all in all, pretty damn good. And that was about 9 minutes, I think. That's about 8 minutes. 8 minutes for the intro. So let's get into the game against Chester and see how we get on. Now we will start with the 4-2-4, and they're playing a 5 at the back wing backs, which is very good because I'm normally quite good at counteracting those sort of systems. So we're definitely going to go with those opposition instructions on there against these. So pressuring their wing-backs, don't let their wing-backs get up. That's the only way they can really attack. We'll go from there. Pikarski is back, so he can go in goal. Dan Jarvis sits on the bench because of Beckham Woodham's injury. We've got Lexi and Ollie Lewis up front, who are a little bit tired, but we'll stick with those ones. In fact, no, we'll start Junior Ward over Ollie Lewis. I do like Junior Ward as the target forward. Mark Skinner starting on the left. We've got Luke Rice starting on the right. We could mix that up a little bit. We do have a few options potentially that we could use. Let's just get rid of our under-18s at the moment so I can see who of the senior players is actually fit and healthy. Ones we'd much rather use. Yeah, Omarovic is injured. Peter Dean is injured as well. So, yeah, we'll leave that to Luke Rice out there then. Kai Alsop is a little bit tired with Adam Beredetsky, but I think both of them should be fine. Zimmer, Gubbins, Moore and Evans is tired as well. See, Trim Skilton being injured is an absolute nightmare. I've called up Sally Sunday, who's okay. He's not dreadful. Not actually made his debut. Oh, he has made his debut, but obviously didn't play long enough to get... He got a 6.3. Total appearances, 1... in the league. Yeah, no, he's made 1 sub-appearance and hasn't had enough time to get a rating. Not sure if he's ever going to make it, but he's very brave. Good decisions, good heading, good jumping reach. Tackling's decent as well. So he's got all the makings of someone that can play centre-back. But I think we start, albeit with a tired team, we start with them. Luke Dreher is another one that could play centre-back. I'm just not sure. Not sure about Luke Dreher. He's got the foundations. I'll put Luke Dreher on the bench instead of Sani Sunday, because Sani Sunday is a youngster. He's got plenty of time to go. We've also got Keanu Bursey, but again, just not sure. It's because there's no like standout attributes, right? So Keanu Bursey is a decent player. Do I want to put Keanu Bursey over? No, we'll give Luke Dreher a go. And we've got Steve Newton, who's another youngster who came through very highly rated. I've got an itchy eyeball. Came through very highly rated. Maybe he's the guy. Maybe Steve Newton's the guy. We are training him to be a centre-back. Do we risk Steve Newton? I'm going to risk Steve Newton. We're going to rest Gubbo. And Gubbo can drop to the bench. New nickname for him, just made up on the spot. And I think we go with that. Lexi Ward, Skinner, Rice, Beredetsky, Allsop, Evans, Moore, Newton, Zimmer, and Pikarski in goal. So let's go for that. We'll see how we get on. We'll be keeping an eye on the visualization of pass maps because turns out they're very useful. What does Callum Davies say? He says, we've got nothing to lose. I'm going to say, I have faith in you. So get out there and get the job done. Obviously, we're going to be starting in 2D because that's how I play the games off camera. So we'll go sideline, knock that down, replays on, replay events, goals. That's all we need to see. So yeah, we're at home to Chester. They're not having a great start to the season. We're having a very decent start to the season for us. And we're in a pretty decent position. So we've moved, for those that aren't used to this, we've moved match momentum to the top right. Or understanding the panels. Match momentum's in the top right. One of the pass maps is actually behind my face. So I may move it as Rice is on the right hand side here. Gets it back to Evans. Back to Rice. Ball in Lexi. Great finish. He wants to be a pressing forward and he's got the first goal of the game as a pressing forward. And Lexi's there as well. We've got him down to a 1-year extension, I think it was. But if we succeed in this promise of playing as a pressing forward, as soon as he's happy again, we'll get that contract extended because he's very, very good for us. 1-0 Folkestone at the Cheriton Road ground. At Cheriton Road, which in real life is called the Alkaline Stadium. Good header from Moore. Rice, great touch there. This is Rice's time to impress as well, actually, because Omarovic has taken that starting right wing spot. And with him being out injured, that's a great ball in, and Mark Skinner in the left post. He's a tiny little lad, and he's scored a header at the back post. And Chester, who we said are having a terrible season, find themselves 2-0 down to the Minnows from the south coast. And Rice just sort of, dug out a cross with his weak foot. And little old Skinner at the back post, their defender misjudged the header. Skinner's there. Bosh, thank you very much. 2-0 Folkestone. 2 shots on target, 2 goals, and we've got Chester's first corner of the game. Harding with a corner swings in. Vazasso flicks it on. Ward, the big target forwards there to get it away. Kerr shoots, and Pikarski isn't troubled at all. The commentary there, by the way, for that shot from Kerr said that was brilliant from Kerr. He literally brought the ball down, ran into the area and blasted it over the bar from about 9 yards. So I wouldn't say it was great. Let's give them some praise. Just got to keep an eye on what they're doing. We've got an injury to Lexi. Oh no, he's broken his foot, hasn't he? You just know that he's broken his foot. Ollie Lewis can come on. That is a crushing blow. Right, pass maps then. So let's move. We'll put, what do you guys need to see? So we'll what's easier for you? Because I'm very aware that one of them's behind my head. So we're going to have match momentum here, because I think that's a very useful one to see. We'll put the Folkestone pass map up there. We'll put Chester pass map. Look at this. Look at me doing this for you guys, right? Chester pass map there. And then this one, because I don't like things being related, we'll have average positions vertical, like that. So you don't need to see that one. So our pass map is obviously we're focusing down the wings. As you can see, that's quite clearly coming there. They're focusing down their right-hand side by the looks of things. 12, 2, 7 and 8 all linking together. I mean, at the moment, we're 2-0 up and we don't need to worry about anything. But we do just need to be cautious of our left-hand side. It also does give a bit of space behind for us to attack into. But that's a lot harder with 3 at the back systems to come through. As Newton has the goal kick into King. So we're going to press them a little bit here. Yeah, look at that, forcing them along. Beredetsky into Allsop. Kai Allsop still doing the business. One of the originals from the first season that we started this. Probably the only original left. No, Elliot Moore as well, playing centre-back today. Zimmer into Allsop. Beredetsky in a bit of space. He's got runners. Beredetsky shoots. Great hit. Newton with a save. And it will be a corner. And Elliot Moore, I think, attacks the front post when we don't have Trimsky on the pitch. There he is, but couldn't get his head on it. And Pressman just boots that one away. And I think we're going to get to half-time 2-0 up, which is superb. They have not had a shot on target. And we have been playing very, very well. The one thing we can do with Lexi going off is we can actually put Ollie Lewis up there as an advanced forward with a bit more pace, a bit more hanging on the last man, as Chester get the second half underway. Harrison up to Pressman, into Harding, the captain, into Harrison, into Pressman. Is this going to be a goal straight from half-time for Chester? Back to O'Shea, up to McKenna. Great tackle from Ward. We try to clear it to Lewis. Can't quite get onto it. A great challenge from Lewis, just coming onto that advanced forward role. Kerr into O'Shea. O'Shea into Macken. Allsop with a good tackle. Is there going to be a counter-attack for 3-0? Allsop holds it up. Back to Zimmer. Zimmer touches it out of his feet. Zimmer! Oh! I'm pretty sure that was Hans Zimmer that did Harry Potter. But there we go. Harold Zimmer straight after half-time. Really good battling football from Folkestone, isn't he? And he's right-footed, so he naturally drifts in. That is a thing in Football Manager, by the way. Players do naturally drift to their favoured side that they want to use the foot on. But what a drilled finish from our young German, I think he is, Harold Zimmer. That is one hell of a goal, and what a performance we are seeing here live on camera for all of you lot. Lovely stuff. They're playing a very, very high line as well, which is going to cost them as... I mean, is that Elliot Moore? Elliot Moore, you're our best jumper of the ball, but Cyrus has got one there, hasn't he? Cyrus has had one over you there with a free kick. He's a big lad as well. He gets up. Moore doesn't even jump. No one on the back post. It's 3-1. We're not playing out any clean sheet bonuses, which I'm not too upset about because we need to keep some money. Have they made a substitute? No, I don't think they have. Unless O'Shea is... No, they've made one, but that's in the middle of the park, which doesn't really... Oh, yeah, it does. It was a wing-back left, so that does affect us. We need to keep the pressure on those wing-backs to stop them coming up. So, yeah, they're not having too much of the pass. They're obviously playing... They've obviously changed something because... Oh, my word, that nearly went in. They've changed something, so maybe we could go... Maybe we should... I don't really know what they've changed. We could just drop to balance. Let's just drop to balance and see if we can deal with what they're dealing with a little bit deeper. That's a good flick from Lewis to... Allsop to Lewis and back to him. But yeah, I mean, if we can just keep this steadily ticking over now, there's not too much we need to worry about, to be honest. We might need fresh legs in the midfield. Both Allsop and Beredetsky looking tired. Evans up to Rice. Back to Evans. Into Rice. Loses the ball. Skinner gets his second of the game. Oh, he's got a header and then a goal with his right foot, and he's left-footed. So well done, Mark Skinner. Again, coming in, taking his opportunities on that left-hand side while we've got a few injuries. As Evans into Rice. Good little one-tooth and throw. Good tackle, to be fair, but tackled it into the danger zone. Skinner, first time, fires it in 4-1. And I feel like just changing us down to balance has helped us be a little bit more secure in this game. Pressman, ball to the back post. Moore gets there. Skinner flicks it on and runs the ball then. Bloody hell. Wardley into Vassallo. Vassallo looks to get past, dinks in across towards Pressman. It's another header. We're so poor at defending crosses into the box. But 4-2, 20 minutes to go. Is it time for some fresh legs? Now, our squad depth isn't the best, and we do struggle bringing people on. I do think we're going to have to take Elliot Moore off and bring on Gubbo, though, because we need some fresh legs back there. So Gubbo comes on. Yeah, middle of the park, we're looking very tired. We'll go... I'm going to keep Kyle Sop on. We're going to bring on Luke Dreher for Beredetsky in there. We could put Luke Dreher at the back. He's 6'2", decent enough jumping reach. George Gubbins, jumping reach 11, 6'3". What's Steve Newton? Steve Newton has jumping reach 9. Let's move Steve Newton into the middle, because he's still pretty fit and healthy. So we'll get him using a bit of his energy up. Mark Skinner's on a hat-trick, having a great game. Luke Rice is having a storm coming game on a 9.10. 9.10? 9.1. We've got 2 subs left. Stephen Cooper can play left back, but Zimmer's having a good game, but Richard Evans is knackered. So let's move Zimmer to right back and bring on Cooper at left back. And then that leaves us with 1 sub for some more fresh legs. Now, this is where it gets a little bit risky, to be honest. They're doing everything down that right-hand side. They are doing absolutely everything down that right-hand side. Just got to keep aware as well. So you've come on... you guys have come on as well, but it doesn't really matter. So Wardley is already being pressed and tackled hard. We can tightly mark him when he gets into a player's zone. Number 8 was another one as Mel, Marlon Cyrus. So let's just make sure we're on him as well. It was sort of these 3, wasn't it? 7, 8 and 2. Should we go and press O'Grady? I don't want us to be running too much out of position. Let's just tackle him hard. See if we can make something of that. And just stop them playing as they now change to a 4-3-3. Inverted fullback, inverted... Wow, they're just narrowing up the midfield. That should help our wingers. That should 100% help our wingers get some space. So we're going to go more direct. Don't play out of defence. Hit the flanks on the counter. Like, simple. Simple football there. If they're going to tuck in, as soon as we get the ball, we just go long to our wingers who are staying high. Yeah, I don't know why we wouldn't do that. Here is Kirkpatrick. Tries to put it over the top to Wardley. Cooper, he did get there first, but didn't really make the most of it. Ward's back there defending. Presman shoots. Pikarski with a really good one-handed save. 6 minutes of time to go. They're pushing on. They are pushing forward. Trying to get, a late, hopefully, consolation as... There'll be an effort to it too. We've dived into a tackle there on Cyrus straight away. Towler shoots by Karski. Good save. No, it hit the post and goes behind. Let's get our last little batch of fresh legs on, which will be our best player that we can bring on. And that's Luke Johnson for Kyle Sop. Just to give us energy in the middle. We'll make Steve Newton the more defensive of the holding midfielders. Don't fall apart because we've taken Kyle Sop off. That has happened in previous games with 2 minutes to go. Cyrus into Wardley. Wardley's there again. Terrible shot. That's fine. That's fine. We'll give him praise. 4-2 up. A bit of praise for the last 2 minutes. Come on, boys. Hold on. George Gubbins on a 7.1 since coming on. Zimmer's had a great game. Obviously got the goal. Full time. 4-2. Massive, massive win. Love that. Big 3 points on the board. And we're doing very well for the start of League 2. Up to 9th. Up into 9th. Luton have dropped all the way down to League 2. Holy crap. Okay. We are up to 9th. Luton have 2 games in hand, and us Fleetwood have a game in hand, but they can't catch us. So at worst, if Luton win, we only drop down to 10th, which would be incredible stuff. Level on points with Tranmere in the playoff zone as well. So a 4-2 win. Lexi is out with sprained ankle ligaments for 5 to 7 weeks. Crap. We need to keep Lexi on side. So let's say I assure your playing time won't change on return from injury, because as soon as you're back, you'll be playing 3 assists for Mr. Rice, which is absolutely superb. 5 unbeaten games in a row, and we are on fire. Lexi adds to the club list of injured first teamers, and now 5 strong. Yes, it has been a little bit of an issue. Get all the first team rested, because games come thick and fast at this level, and we need to make sure everyone's ready and raring to go in 4 days' time to take on Bradford. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Please do leave a like. The Power BI will be back. Don't worry, folks. The Power BI will certainly be back. Let me know what you want to see, any things you want us to be aware of, and I'll try and keep the videos updated with that stuff as much as I can. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.